So we're going to see the restart. This is going to get the 5 out front with the 17 and really turn it into a 5 versus 17 battle.
Yeah, definitely. The 5 got inside. Really, I thought entering that low, wrapping the bottom, did a good job. 17 had the momentum from up top. He got him just clear. And that, at this point, I thought it's the 17's race to lose.
Yeah, so I'll actually go one further that I think the 9, in my mind, the 9 right here has a chance. He's the top car. And the reason is if he can get to the outside of the 5, running the top, you have so much more exit speed, right?
Yes.
So as I play it forward, this move by the 5 to get clear up in front of the 9, as you go back up to the onboard, you see right here, he's all the way to the wall. Now the 9 can't turn left because he has 11 to the inside.
Yes.
He forces him to push the 5, which is what he does, and that kind of keeps the 5's momentum chasing the 17. So much so, he turns to the bottom. The 17 now has to put on a good block.
And I thought it was a great block. A big arc into the corner. Looked like the 5 car was going to the bottom, and Buescher says, "Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get to the bottom." I thought created the separation here that won him the race.
I want you to remember that bottom situation in 3 and 4 because we're going to be back there in just one more lap. Now we're coming to take the white flag. I mentioned the 19, him 9 and the 11 are 3 wide behind. Now it's decision time for the 17 and the 5. The 17 goes in, runs the bottom of the racetrack. The 5 runs the top. No blocking, no anything. The 2 lanes they think will work the best.
Yeah, the 17 wrapped the bottom pretty well. The 5 made momentum driving down the hill and got a big draft on him, toe on him here in the backstretch.
Chris Buescher right here, I feel like he ended up a little bit in no man's land.
I do too. I think there's a couple things. If you pause it here, Chris may have entered kind of in the middle, anticipating whether Kyle Larson was going to wrap the bottom or not, and thinking he could slide up in front of Kyle.
Because the 5 just ran the bottom the last time we were down here.
Right, and if that's the case, I think he's late to the block, and Kyle Larson drove this thing past everybody to get up to the quarter panel and up to the top. It's really impressive how much speed Kyle Larson rolled into here. I don't know if it was a plan to come up and block him, or whether Chris Buescher's thinking, I want the 5 car. If he's going to be beside me, I want him on the outside of me, pinned up against the wall in turn 4.
Yeah, maybe the 17 is exactly where he should be. Maybe just Kyle Larson makes a more impressive move. His entry speed here, I want you to really focus on this up here. If you look at the amount of area he has from that right front to the wall as he rolls off into the corner, another way to look at it is on the bottom. It is so tough to judge that entry speed. Gets right up to the side of the 17. And now to your point, you think the 17, let's take a look. He is thinking, remember the start-finish line's up there. He is going to go down this way, straight shot to the bottom, to the apron, and get away from the 5.
You would expect him to try to get all the way down here to the grass. And I think at this point right now, the 5's got this little advantage.
Yep.
But the error right here off of this windshield is dumping straight onto that spoiler and slowing him down.
Right, so the 17's going to try to kind of turn left, and it works. The difference is, look at the 5. The 5 knows where he's going, and he's chasing him down there because he wants to get back onto that side draft.
The 17 got the 5 where he wanted him. The 5 knew that he was where the 17 wanted him, and he was already making the move down the hill before the 17 peeled off of him.
Look at this right here. So much contact that the 17 leaves tires marks.
Yes.
He gets hit so hard that he leaves rear tire marks. That has to hurt the momentum of the 17.
I don't think Kyle Larson intended to door him and hit him that hard. I think Kyle Larson felt that the 17 was going to go all the way down to the grass to get away from him. At this point here, the 5 feels like the 17 is going to continue down to here.
Right.
I need to be right there with him.
Yeah, I'm going to follow him down there.
But the problem is the 17 didn't go that low, and that caused the contact. Really impressive run.
Yeah, in the end, what's that look like? Well, it looks like the closest finish in NASCAR history. 1/1000th of a second.